Jordan makes your booty like a little, like looser, that hole. So this is really all Jordan's fault, to be honest, that this got stuck in my booty. Because if he would have just if he would have just done it in the booty a long time ago, it would have just been easier for this to come out for me. I'm just saying. Hey, Jayla back again. Here's Husband with me.
Hey, how y'all doing? Jordan.
So Jordan just got off of work. I'm making him record. But he's good. He's Gucci. Okay, so this episode is all the crazy things that have happened to me while being pregnant. This is my little mic today. So I'm going to be asking Jordan a couple of questions, okay? So before we get into all my crazy stories, we are 17 weeks right now. 17. We're still big.
Ooh-wee.
We're still big. My sister-in-law said it looks like I just ate too much, but I'm like, is this what your stomach look like when you eat too much? Anyway, so I know I touched on this last time, but we got to ask Jordan because so I'm like super kind of like aggressive a little bit. Like I say what I want, I do what I want. I'm not timid. But Jordan be like, he quiet, he chill, all that. So I be thinking that people like come off like, Jordan, are you good? Like, are you okay? Like, are you trapped in a situation that you don't want to be in, So we just gonna ask Jordan himself, okay? We got our note cards again. But how do you feel about the twins, Jordan? Like, what was your reaction? Like, what was going through your head? Like, and so Jordan, this is a brutally honest show. So we just honest, we say whatever. And so, yeah, what was your reaction?
So my reaction was, I really got caught off guard. I was sleeping. I think I had just got off work or something. Not to get off work. I was just taking a nap before work. Yeah, before work. So I get a text. I see a normal sonogram. Yeah, sonogram, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, everything looks new. A and B. Why are there letters now? Like looks new.
Never seen letters.
No, I've never seen letters. I didn't know what the letters was. I'm just looking. So I'm really just kind of like text Jayla back like, what's this? Like, I guess I knew we had like a positive test, but what is these letters I'm now seeing? So then I messaged back like twins, and then she like, yes, twins. So I'm clearly like, all right, this can't be real. Because I actually don't think we was even just talking. I think we just kind of like have a little disagreement or whatever. But now I'm just like, now I'm getting a text message with twins. All right, you just want to talk back to me. That's cool. We ain't have to like throw me no scares. But now I get a phone call and now she like, bro, this is not no joke. I'm having twins. And then I hear a little laughter in the background, like, gotta be like, doctors and stuff, but now everybody just like, nah, you got these twins. So to be honest, I'm really just like shocked, because it's just like now I have all these thoughts running through my head, like what's going on? Twins? That's all I can think of is two of everything, like 2 shirts, 2 diapers, 2 car seats, 2 strollers. Too much stuff going on for us at this point of time in our life. But I'm like, what is life? So now I'm really just trying to contemplate on how life is finna be now. But I guess as time got on, me and Jayla talked about it, and just like, this is something we prayed about. And it's like, God does work in mysterious ways. Let me say that. He does. I believe it. prayer does work. Prayer does work. If you pray on it, might not happen when you want it, but it's gonna happen right on time. I'll tell you that. But as far as my feelings, like I'm actually happy. I do feel like it's a blessing. I feel like something great is gonna happen. Like watch Jalen's episode 1. Like she was asking if it was baby Jesus. I'm not gonna go that far, but I do feel like a great blessing is gonna come out of this. Something that I can't even explain to y'all right now. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned with us just to see this blessing that's gonna come, because I just feel like this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. So really just sitting here waiting now, but right now my feelings are they out there. They out there. I'm lit.
Okay, so for all you naysayers out there, that was Jordan's reaction. So yeah, it was like what I said, but that was it. So we're gonna go on to the next one. So now we're gonna touch on all the weird stuff that has happened. So the first way we knew is I got sick. So I thought I had COVID. And so I didn't go to the hospital or nothing like that. I just thought I had COVID. And then, like, I was a little sick. And it kind of passed over pretty soon. I had to miss, like, a couple of days of work. But it wasn't, like, terrible or nothing. And so I've heard before, like, oh, I got sick before I thought I had the flu and I was pregnant or whatever. So if you get sick, I'm not trying to scare y'all. But it could be twins. Because I did not get sick with Junie when I first got pregnant. Okay? So then the second thing with this twin pregnancy that has been totally like weird is the cravings start early and they are intense. So like my craving has been steak, like fine beef, so like oxtails, roast. We be liking ices. Jordan likes ices with me.
Yeah, them ices you go crazy over. Or a slushy.
Slushy. Fruit.
Yeah, you have been a big fruit.
Rice. Like, the first few weeks, I was just eating, like, sugar rice. Like, butter and sugar rice. Just eating it.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
Just rice.
Just rice. But that was intense. So, like, other stuff I would eat, I wouldn't want. Like, it didn't taste the same. It wasn't good. What was it? Pasta. I love pasta, like, so much. I had some pasta, and it, like, tasted like the grossest thing on earth to me. Celery juice. I drink celery juice every morning. I can't even, these are Jordan's kids, must be, because, like, I can't even touch this celery juice, barely.
Celery juice.
Oh, this is my baby daddy, y'all, just in case anybody is wondering. This is my baby daddy to all my kids. Okay. So they're intense. Okay, so another thing with this twin pregnancy is you will have nausea all the time. Like, even still now, sometimes, like, I get a little, like, nauseated. I vomit. I didn't vomit like that before. And so I keep comparing my pregnancy to Junie just because she was a singleton and this is a multiple, you know? Fatigue. I can't do nothing. I'm always tired. So we just went on a cabin trip for my mom-in-law's birthday. And my sister-in-law was like, you're not acting the same. Like, I want fun, Jayla, and all this. Because I likes to turn up. I do. But life is just like, I feel like an old lady, to be honest. And I halfway don't even be wanting to have, like, you know, fun. Like, I do for, like, I'll say, like, an hour or two. But I be so tired, like, all the time. When they say you're baking for two, like, you are baking for two, for real. I can't catch a break. I can't. So the fatigue, I be working out. I can barely work out now. It's just too much. I feel like my immune system is super low. I told y'all last time I had a cough for like 3 weeks. Jordan finally got sick, like right as I was recovering. I went to the urgent care. So now this is like the second time I've been to the hospital. Well, okay, the urgent care is not the hospital, but still, like, I'm like a guy. You know, guys don't like going to see nobody for nothing. I don't like going to the doctor's office and the urgent care. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm like literally going to have to fall out before I decide that I'm going to do that. So it's like, with me having this cough and having to go to the urgent care, like, I don't, how many times have I even been to the urgent care since we've been together or in the hospital? Like, barely.
Yeah, maybe once or twice, like, barely.
I can't even remember. Like, usually it's been doctor's appointments. I'm really just trying to think. I don't think I've been to the urgent care at all since we've been together until now. Oh, no, that one time I had an ear infection. Yeah. Right? No, my ears is clogged up. My ears is clogged up. Yeah, and I couldn't hear. And then I forgot why I went, but I was getting scared. Moody! Jordan, tell them about the moods.
I can for sure tell y'all about these moods. Man, it just seems like they be coming from, you never know where they gonna come from. It just seems like stuff be good, then she's mad. Then she's like, all of a sudden, like, now you mad, like, you prepare for mad Jayla, you prepare for this mad woman, like, all right, cool.
But Jordan also don't be doing what he's supposed to do either.
So I'm like, okay, cool, you got it. But then she comes, like, now hugging on me, hey, oh, I missed you, and it's like, bro, which one are we on now? Mad or happy? We chilling? You want to be left alone? What's up? I mean, it be, you know, you got to kind of understand. I do, you know, I get upset with it sometimes. I'm not going to lie. But you do have to understand where it's just like, all right, it got to be these twins. Because our first Junie, no, we was always chilling. Like, we didn't beef. If we did beef, it was like, what's going on? Like, all right, we ain't been talking too long. What's up? Like,
yeah, I think we only got into like one fight.
A whole 9 months.
Whole 9 months, and that was to the end.
Now it's just like, don't know when it's coming, don't know when it's going.
Jordan tried to divorce me, y'all. So like, it started out, the day started out, we had a heart to heart. I was crying in his arms, like, oh yeah. You know, this is a lot. I was going through an emotional crisis for at least like 3 weeks, probably. And at the end of the day, like, no, or maybe it was, no, it wasn't the end of, wait, was it the end of the day? I don't know. But Jordan was like, I got papers on the way. Like, at the end of the day, he was trying to divorce me, y'all.
There was no papers.
Just because there weren't none. He told me that there were some. So I was finna, like, he was going to leave me with 3 babies to take care of by myself.
For all you married couples, you know. If y'all have y'all spouses, y'all know. But y'all see where we are right now in our red.
Men should get pregnant.
Videos.
Men should get pregnant.
It's really good that we don't, because we are the hard workers and the providers, and you know, we be having to make our women happy. So it's cool that we don't, because we be having other stuff to worry about, and we ain't got no place for no babies to come out of. So
out their ass.
We gonna keep it the same. Women, hey, women got it, and us men gonna take care of y'all. Cause all this stuff I don't want all that. No mood swings and stuff. I'm cool.
So the hardest part, maybe so far, was breastfeeding. So I was breastfeeding Junie. I wanted to go a year. So my mom had breast cancer before, and I had a grandma that had breast cancer, my dad's mom. So it runs on both sides of my family. So I was like, I'm breastfeeding my baby for a year. Like, I was into it, free milk, all that. So at about, I think it was like 8 months. So I was like a goat at breastfeeding. Now she didn't really latch on. I mainly pumped, but I was selling milk. I was drinking because like we had no room in the freezer, so I'd be like, oh, I mean, I'll just drink, I would still pump, but I just throw it in the sink, whatever, or leave it out, throw it out in the morning, like don't care, who cares, I don't. People would hit me up. I sold like one girl like 100 ounces, like real quick. First time I put the ad out. So about 8 months, I go from pumping like maybe 5 ounces each breast to like 1 to 2 ounces, like barely two, really just like 1 ounce a titty. This one was my strong titty. This one was my lacking titty. But yeah, so I'm like, dang, what's wrong? So I started taking the milkshakes, all this. And so I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I went through a mommy shame moment because I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like all this milk, and then I think about back when I was just drinking and throwing away my milk. Like, why did I not get a deep freezer? Like, why did I not do all this stuff? Because I could have had milk. So it was one time I was at work and I was pumping. And I was cleaning up everything and my milk spilled. And I remember, I think I called you, Jordan. And I was like, I can't do this. I want to go. I don't want to, my milk just spilled. Like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And like, I was about to blow up the workplace. Like, I was done with it. And so I had to come to Jesus moment. Like, you can't keep doing this, only because I was super exhausted all the time. Breastfeeding takes, your energy. I didn't know at the time that I was pregnant with twins, but it was taking from like, I was just tired. So I would come home like exhausted, go to sleep, exhausted, wake up, exhausted. So I said, we're going to go to 9 months, then we're going to stop. So I did not want to put Junie on formula. Like, I did not. But I felt like I had no choice, really just for my mental, to be honest, because I was mentally, like, going crazy about this. And then Jordan asked me the stupidest question one day. He was like, so it's still going to be enough milk, right, for Junie, like, till 1? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, there's not going to be enough milk. We're going to have to put her on formula. Like, but, I mean, of course, he doesn't know what's going on in my head. Like, but I'm just like, why would he ask me that? Like, I can't produce enough for Junie. And I wasn't. I just really wasn't producing enough for her. Like, I probably produced enough for her to maybe have a bottle or two, kind of in a day. But I wasn't. We didn't have that much frozen. My mom would watch her, and so she would take, like, the frozen milk while she's watching her. So we went through that stash really quick. But that was my most saddest moment. And so with these twins, like, well, we're done having babies. Period. Because we're going to have 3 under 2. And let's just hope I don't pull out all my eyelashes, okay? So if you want to send a care package of wine, just send it over because I'm going to need it, okay? But yeah, we're not having no more babies. We're good. We got our 3. And we're done. So we're gonna, hopefully I can breastfeed these babies to like a year. I may even go longer just because I couldn't do Junie that much. I mean, she takes formula really, really good. But just something to think about, twin mamas, like if you do have a baby already, it may be harder to breastfeed. I know you can breastfeed, like if I just had a singleton, like just one baby, I still probably could have done it, but it was just taking so much from me that I couldn't. I just wasn't producing enough. I told y'all a little bit last time about like the bleeding spot, and that was a part of like going to the hospital and stuff. Like I just never been to the hospital that much. And then just it's a high risk. I told y'all about my crazy, wacky doctor that told us we couldn't have sex and stuff. High key, I think he might have thought I was cute. He just ain't want me to have sex, He was just like, you can do anything else. And, you know, like, other people may not be caring. But he's like,
that man in that
yeah, he's like, nah, don't do that. Babies are going to come and there's going to be blood everywhere and all that. So, but it's like they try to scare you, like, with this high-risk stuff. I don't know. So, y'all, this just happened to me. This just happened. And this has probably been the craziest thing so far. Okay. So does anybody know what these are? This is an enema. Anybody ever had an enema? Jordan, you ever had an enema before?
No, I never did. No.
Never had an enema. Okay, so you get constipated when you're pregnant, right? Of course, everybody knows that. You get constipated or whatever. So I was constipated for, maybe it was like 3 days. I was constipated for like 3 days. I didn't think nothing of it. I've been constipated before. Really in the beginning, I was constipated a lot. So that's a sign of twin pregnancy. Like you're super constipated. I think like in the beginning, I probably didn't like have a bowel movement till almost like 2 weeks. But I wasn't really eating much. So I wasn't really worried about it because like I kept vomiting. So come home. It was a Thursday, I remember. Come home. And right when I get home, it feels like I gotta go, right? So I got my baby in there with me. She's just sitting on the floor, tearing up, destroying my bathroom. And so I'm like, oh, I'm squeezing hard. I'm squeezing. And it's like coming. And then it stops. And then I can't squeeze no more. Well, I can still squeeze, but it ain't like, it's, you know, and it just go ahead and just move its way on through. So I'm drinking water because I'm like, maybe it just needs a boost, you know. Usually I be like trying to like touch on my stomach. That helps a lot too, but I can't, you know, do that now. I do some squats. It really don't work. So I'm calling Jordan. I'm like, I think my boo-boo is like stuck, like in my boo-boo hole. So, so it's stuck. So, my poop is stuck coming out the thing. Y'all, it's stuck. It won't go. It won't come out. So, you know, when they be like, oh, and they say them girls, they walking like they got something stuck up them. That's really how I was walking. It was so painful. So I'm walking around and I'm like trying to do squats, but it hurts to bend down. Cause it's like, you know, it's like right there. So I'm calling my mama cause I'm like, I need help. I don't know what to do. Like, have you ever had an enema? Like, I think one time my uncle said something about having an enema, but he was, like, in the hospital, so I'm trying to Google it, but it hurts so bad. She's like, oh, constipation is real, and I'm like, this is not constipation no more. Like, it is stuck. This is beyond constipation. It has came, and it is stuck in my booty hole. So we've like razzle-dazzled, you know, in the butt area, but we ain't never just done it in the butt. So I told Jordan, like, if he would have just done it in the butt, this probably would have never happened to me, because I heard it makes your booty like a little, you know, like looser, that hole. So this is really all Jordan's fault, to be honest, that this got stuck in my booty, because if he would have just... if he would have just done it in the booty a long time ago, you know, it would have just been easier for this to come out for me. I'm just saying. This is not like no. This is Jordan's fault. But anyway, so we just gonna skip over that he doesn't want to take ownership for this. So I get this. So I take like some like tea that makes you like go to the restroom or whatever. Still not working. Drinking this water. So finally, my mama comes with these enemas. And she's at the store like, taking forever. Like, I never call her this much. But I'm like calling her back to back. Like, are you good? Like, can you watch Junie so I can go to the store? Like, It's uncomfortable to even sit down, but I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point because this has been the most uncomfortable feeling. So I'm even like, bro, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. Like, I'm gonna have to go. The doctor's gonna have to administer Imina, like, so. But I'm even thinking like, they need to hurry up because I'm not gonna want to wait. Like, you go to the ER, it's a waiting room. Like, I don't have time. This is an emergency. I'm having a heart attack, basically. Like, put this stuff in me. So I'm steady. So finally, she brings over the enema, and I'm like, dang, how you do it? So like, I'm like, wait, where's my booty hole? Like, how am I supposed to find my booty hole? Cause like, I ain't never played with my booty hole. Like, I don't know if that's normal for people, but I ain't never like played with my booty hole. So I'm really like, dang, how am I supposed to like find out? So really, I just, whatever like hole it actually sticks through, I just stick that thing through it, to be honest. So I'm like laying on my side. That's what it says. Stick it through. And so it's like, supposed to work in like 5 to 15 minutes. I'm just waiting. So like after 5 minutes, I feel the sensation to go to the restroom. Still like, it's like nothing. Still nothing. Like, it's just like a whole lot of farts, but nothing's coming out. And it's right there. So my mom was like, maybe you should take a bath. Like, a bath may help. So I take a bath, because maybe like some water needs to warm it on up. So it's like, because I'm thinking it's got to be hard. Like, is it hard as a rock? So I take a bath and I'm sitting in there. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this bath. And if this bath don't work, I'm just going to have to go. I'm going to have to go to the urgent care. I'm just going to have to go. So I get out the bath in the midst of me taking it. And so I gotta put my legs up like I'm giving birth, y'all. This is how I'm on like I'm giving birth. And so I squeeze and finally that thing come on. It was big as hell too, and it just come on out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I'm sweating, I'm everything. This is like tears of joy right now. So I wipe, but now my booty kind of hurts. So also another thing, twin moms, hemorrhoids. Very common with your twin pregnancy. You will have hemorrhoids. And I had a nasty big old hemorrhoid. And guess who put hemorrhoid cream on my hemorrhoid? That's real love right there.
That's real love.
That's real love.
I ain't never did no nasty stuff like that before in my life.
Jordan actually offered, and I was like, you would do that
for me? Again, love. Y'all, hey, we married, so it's, like I said, married people, y'all know some stuff y'all gotta do that you might not like, really agree with, but this is my partner to the grave, so if I'm on sickness, health, I got you. Now, if I got this same situation and she trying to act funny, then
I'm not gonna be as calm as you was. I'm gonna do it, but I'll be like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, why? But yeah, so I finally got it out. But like, for the next, I'll say, it wasn't 2 days. It was like maybe 30 hours. My stomach was like on fire on 10. I don't know. Like, it just was hurting. Like, I couldn't, like, anything I would eat I would throw it up. But then I would be hungry. Then I would feel like super lightheaded. Like, I couldn't stand up for long. Jordan's checking himself out in the camera right now when I'm telling my story. But it was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. So, drink your water. Got my water now, even though it's our mic. Drink your water, y'all. Because that is no joke. If you ever get poop stuck in your booty hole, like, call me. I'm here for you. I understand. All right, guys. So, that's been crazy. Other than that, had lots of acne. Nails been growing like crazy. These are my real nails. But Like, share, subscribe. We're only 17 weeks in, so I'm pretty sure there's more crazy stuff that may happen to me. Jordan is like falling asleep on me. He wants to play 2K so bad now. So, like, share, subscribe. We'll be back next week. Bye, y'all.
Peace.